Welcome back to the pregame show here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. It is time for the Broadcasters Roundtable. Dave Peck alongside the voice of to my right, the voice of the Danbury Westerners, Jack Omer. To my left, Newport Gulls field reporter Dan Byford. Dan, we'll start with you. Zach Hogeson, 3 home runs, including a grand slam and a double in yesterday's doubleheader. What impressed you about him?
I think he did a good job only going after the pitches that he thought he could put a good swing on. He got ahead in the count, good hitters counts most times, but even when he did get 2 strikes on him, he did a good job of getting a hold of the pitch and staying aggressive even with 2 strikes, protecting the plate.
In Game 2 is a 7-3 win. Josh Bates, Nick Enright, and Nate Ryder all doing a great job on the mound. What does Newport have to do to be consistent when they're pitching? It hasn't been great so far this season.
I think what they've been doing when they've been pitching well has been getting ahead of hitters and not allowing walks. It's a big thing not to have runners on base because then you don't have to work out of a jam. So if you can get ahead of hitters, you don't have to worry about walks, and you can trust your defense behind you to field the ground balls that hopefully the hitters have to go after when they're going fishing for something they shouldn't be going after.
All right, Jack, we'll volley it over to you real quick. Danbury on a 3-game losing streak. They lost to Newport 23-5 just a couple of nights ago. What do they have to do to get back on track here tonight?
Well, you have to have a short memory. You have to say that was an anomaly. We have to move on from that, and we just have to put some hits together. And as for the pitching staff, they need to be aggressive and confident on the mound. That's something that they've struggled with over the past couple of games is they try to pitch around hitters. They're not so aggressive in the strike zone. They're not attacking hitters, and they're starting to walk guys. And when you walk guys, you feel like you have to make pitches. And when you make pitches, you leave stuff over the zone, and that's when guys get good swings at the ball. So if you adjust in that mentality, I think that the pitchers will be in a better situation. Hitting's been a good side for Danbury over the past couple of games. They've been producing some runs. They just need to start to string some stuff together on the pitching side.
The ERA coming into this week for Danbury was 2.90. It is now 5.16. But hitting-wise, they have a new guy in Randy Tavares. Just 1 game, 2 games so far. Early on, what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a second-year guy for this Westerners team. He was a late addition this year. He was the best hitter last year at .353, and he already has an impact on this game. He had 2 doubles yesterday, and one was a big RBI that gave the Westerners a 4-1 lead that they eventually surrendered, but he's a baseball player. He plays in the middle infield, either the shortstop or the second base position, and he brings that win-now mentality. He's a guy who loves to play the game of baseball, and he's a guy that Josh Parra wanted to bring back because of his play style and what he contributes to this team offensively.
Danbury just a half game back of the top spot in the Southern Division, trying to erase the memory from Monday night. Newport trying to keep things going offensively and on the mound. For the voice of the Danbury Westerners, Jack Omer, and Newport Gulls field reporter Dan Byford, I'm Dave Peck. Don't go anywhere. The Newport Gulls pregame show continues next right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.